Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. It's so hard to forget pain, but it's even harder to remember sweetness. We have no scar to show for happiness. We learn so little from peace. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver or gold. Dogs are our link to paradise. They don't know evil or jealousy or discontent. To sit with a dog on a hillside on a glorious afternoon is to be back in Eden, where doing nothing was not boring, it was peace. When you do the right thing, you get the feeling of peace and serenity associated with it. Do it again and again. Grudges are for those who insist they are owed something. Forgiveness, however, is for those who are substantial enough to move on. It does not matter how long you are spending on the earth, how much money you have gathered, or how much attention you have received. It is the amount of positive vibration you have radiated in life that matters. It's not enough to win a war. It is more important to organise the peace. Until he extends the circle of his compassion to all living things, man will not himself find peace. Learning to distance yourself from all the negativity is one of the greatest lessons to achieve inner peace. The day I understood everything was the day I stopped trying to figure everything out. The day I knew peace was the day I let everything go. You find peace not by rearranging the circumstances of your life, but by realising who you are at the deepest level. Persistence, perfection, patience, power. Prioritise your passion. It keeps you sane. Many people think excitement is happiness, but when you are excited, you are not peaceful. True happiness is based on peace. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path, I walk in peace. With each step, the wind blows. With each step, a flower blooms. It is impossible to build one's own happiness on the unhappiness of others. This perspective is at the heart of Buddhist teachings. To understand the immeasurable, the mind must be extraordinarily quiet, still. Human beings are born with different capacities. If they are free, they are not equal. And if they are equal, they are not free. Can you look without the voice in your head commenting, drawing conclusions, comparing, or trying to figure something out? Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. You have everything you need for complete peace and total happiness right now. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts, and when you can no longer dwell in the solitude of your heart, you live in your lips, and sound is a diversion and a pastime, and in much of your talking, thinking is half murdered. It is my conviction that there is no way to peace. Peace is the way. Peace is not something you wish for. It is something you make, something you are, something you do, and something you give away. Here was peace. She pulled in her horizon like a great fish net, pulled it from around the waist of the world and draped it over her shoulder. So much of life in its meshes. She called in her soul to come and see. Your thoughts are your message to the world, just as the rays are the messages of the sun. In the heartfelt mercy of our God, the dawn from on high will visit us, to shine on those sitting in the darkness, in the shadow of death, to guide our feet to the way of peace. Just remember, the storm doesn't last forever. It can scare you, it can shake you to your core, but it never lasts. The rain subsides, the thunder dies, and the winds calm to a soft whisper. And that moment after the storm, clouds pass, when all is silent and still, you find peace, quiet, gentle peace. The more humble and obedient to God a man is, the more wise and at peace he will be in all that he does. Where ignorance is our master, there is no possibility of real peace. After all, No one is stupid enough to prefer war to peace. In peace, sons bury their fathers, and in war, fathers bury their sons. Watch any plant or animal and let it teach you acceptance of what is. Surrender to the now. Let it teach you being. Let it teach you integrity, which means to be one, to be yourself, to be real. Let it teach you how to live and how to die, and how not to make living and dying into a problem. When we feel love and kindness toward others, it not only makes others feel loved and cared for, but it helps us to develop inner happiness and peace. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that and all will be well. Kindness has no religion. Religions are like narrow tracks, but kindness is like an open sky. The more we practice non-violence in our words, thoughts and actions, the more peaceful will be our inner state. The only two important things in life are real love and being at peace with yourself. Peace doesn't require two people, it requires only one. It has to be you. The problem begins and ends there.